What's going on, guys? Shine Obsessed here. Today we're going to be talking about protecting your vinyl. Vinyl has become pretty popular over the last several years. Vinyl wraps, vinyl graphics, guys wrapping their hoods in vinyl. And there's so many different types and styles, from matte to carbon fiber look, glossy. And there's even OE manufacturers are sending their cars off the assembly line with some type of vinyl on their vehicles. You look at Camaros that come with vinyl wrapped hoods, Chargers and Challengers that come with vinyl racing stripes with vinyl graphics on the sides, OEM trucks that come with vinyl graphics on the Fords and on the Toyotas. And a lot of people have questions about how to protect that vinyl. If you've watched my channel before, you know I'm a big fan of ceramic coatings. And when it comes to protecting vinyl, you can use your ceramic coatings. Some manufacturers of ceramic coatings are coming out with specific vinyl protective or matte protective coatings for matte surfaces or vinyl surfaces. So if you've got a vehicle with some type of racing stripes, whether they're glossy or matte, there's no need for you to go and buy the separate coating for that matte surface, that matte vinyl. You can use the coating that you have or that you bought specific for your paint on that coating. It will work. It won't make it glossy, and that's a big misconception. I've seen posts online from different forums and Facebook groups that say, "Oh, can I coat my matte vinyl? I don't want to make it shiny." It won't, trust me, and that's what we're here to do today. In front of you, I've got some 3M matte vinyl. I was going to use this for a separate project. I figured, why not make a video of it real quick just to show you guys what it does to matte vinyl, what a ceramic coating does to your vinyl graphics or vinyl wrap. So, without any further ado, what I have. So we're going to use this as the control on your left. We're going to coat the graphics on the right. The strip on the right. What I have is a old bottle of CQuartz UK. It's still good, hasn't hardened up or got cloudy on me. Use it for different tests that I'm doing, just messing around. So I'll put some on our applicator here, and I'm going to work it in. Now, I say it doesn't change the look of that matte vinyl. That's not 100% true. It will change the look of it, but it won't make it shiny or glossy. If you got matte, you want it to stay matte, it'll stay matte. No worries there. What it will do is it will richen the dark color, and I have an example of some coating I put on a different piece of vinyl that and you'll see the difference. But so we've added the CQuartz UK to the vinyl. CQuartz UK is a very user-friendly coating. I think now I've got a bottle of 3.0. I didn't want to crack that open. This was already open, so I decided to use this. But they're on a different version now. But it's really good user-friendly coating. It's very durable. So if you guys want to give it a try, I'll try to put something down in the description if you want to click and pick yourself some up. Let that sit for a few seconds. I'll go ahead and do and wipe up. Since it's dark, I can't see the rainbow effect it makes on typically to paint, but it comes off just as easy as it goes on. And as you can see, it hasn't made that matte surface glossy. It may be a little hard to get the reflection here. Let me see if I can show you guys. And get a little reflection off the light there. So you can see it's not glossy, it's still matte, just like this one. But what it has done is richened the color up a little bit. Again, I just added on there, so it hasn't cured yet, but trust me, it's not going to cure glossy. It's not going to change the appearance of it, but it does darken and richen that black. And as an example, you see here, this is uncoated, this is coated. In my opinion, it's actually made that matte look better. I like the darker, richer look. This is almost a gray, and this is supposed to be matte black. So this actually looks a little gray, but after it's coated, you see it's really deepened that black, made it darker and richer. So that's the effect it has, a traditional ceramic coating has on matte trim. There's coating manufacturers that make coating specific for matte surfaces, matte graphics and matte paint. So if you have matte racing stripes on your car, you don't have to buy, let's say if you were going with something like Dr. Beasley's coating. So they have a regular ceramic coating, then they have a ceramic coating for matte. You wouldn't have to buy both. Buy the regular Dr. Beasley, since that's the majority of the paint surface that you're working with, and just put it on your matte graphics. It'll come out fine. Again, it richens the color a bit, in my opinion, and you don't have to buy anything separate. So that's using it on vinyl. If you've got a vehicle that is matte painted from the factory, in that case, I would go with something that's designed for matte paint. Matte paint is something different altogether. There's special care you have to take with matte paint. Hyundais come with matte paint now. You know, of course, BMWs, higher end BMWs and Mercedes come with matte finishes, pay several $1,000s extra, and they call it, on BMW, I think they call it frozen. So for those, I would recommend going with the OEM specifications for caring for it. But you can use a regular ceramic coating on it. It won't hurt them at all. I've seen it done, and it's fine. If you want to go with something specifically for matte, you can do that as well. But you don't have to buy anything different if you're not dealing with a whole lot of matte surface. The matte painted cars also have other special care. Those you can't take through machine washes, and you can't buff them. You can't put a machine polish them. You get a scratch on that, it needs to get repaired. You can't polish it out. So if you buy a vehicle with matte paint from the factory, listen to the OEM recommendations. Now, if you're not a coating person, you're a wax or sealant type of person. Now that's where you have to be careful. It gets a little tricky because some waxes can leave chalky film. If you're dealing with gloss graphics, most waxes and sealants will go on that fine. If you have matte like this, be very careful with waxes. Waxes, again, they can leave chalky residue that will ruin the look and make this look milky or chalky white. Most sealants you should be okay, especially spray sealants. It's the paste, thicker liquid forms of sealants and waxes that you may have issues with. So, or if you, let's say you get your whole vehicle wrapped, and there's a specific wrap manufacturer, some of them make their own lines of products to protect that aren't coatings. They're just sort of sealants, polymer-based sealants. You can go with those as well. But if you're looking at coating your trim, your graphics, your vinyl wrap, you should be good to go. Any problems at all? It does change the look of it slightly, but you see it doesn't make it shiny. It actually enhances the color, in my opinion, and you're all safe. You don't need to buy two things and waste that money. So that's it for this one, guys. I got some cool videos coming out with, we're gonna call it off-label. We're gonna take some of my very favorite products in my cabinet and show you off-label uses for them, where I found that they work well. You might not know it, might be something new to you, and we'll go over different manufacturers' products, how to use them, how I like using them. That's off-label. So until then, I'll see you in the next one, guys.